Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest IV Chapters of the Chosen. And in this episode, I will be going back over to Mina and Maya's homeland in order to get the next key, well, the final key I'll be getting really, which will open up the lovely red doors so that I can go into the Palais de Leon and kick Marquis de Leon's backside out of there. So without further ado, it is time to go and get into it. So as I said, Mam on mine, I'll be going back to much later in the game for something, but I can come back to here and go into the first dungeon you do in chapter 4, because I don't remember which chest it is, but one of the chests has a button inside it. But anyway, as you can see, I've grinded up a bit, nice and ready for that. I mean, she's going to crit straight away, as you do. So I might give you a quick teaser in the Palais de Leon, but it's going to be very dangerous to do any battles around here. I mean, very dangerous. Anyway. Who's this, I wonder? Hello, my name's Healy. I'm a globetrotter too. Can't you do something to help my friend Ragnar? They've taken him away inside the castle. If only I had that magic key, I could squeeze my way inside and save him. Yes, an old goo friend of mine told me all about the magic key. She lives underground in Orbu di Mondi. So yes, interesting. So if I go to Orbu di Mondi, I'll discover what to do. Well, I mean, I already know what to do, but you know. Anyway, Infernal Armour. That's not actually as bad as I thought it was going to be in terms of enemies, but you know. Of course, Maya does like no damage whatsoever, but she's not there for that. I mean, Elena does do good damage, but I'm going to have Ragnar, I'm afraid. Anybody who likes Elena, I do apologise. Anyway, she lives underground in Orbu di Mondi, does she? Is that here by any chance? I don't actually remember, but yeah. Don't be mean to me, I'm not a bad slime, you know, I promise. See, I'll even tell you something. This wasn't Mr. Mahabala's only laboratory. He had another super squishy one. It was in the cave to the west. The magic key's there, goo, it will be useful to you. So you have to basically, said, just search the chest. I don't remember if it's the one where you get the night light or the one where you get the sphere of silence. I'll have to try both. But anyway, oh, Papa Dom is a bit sad, bless it. And I'm going to go down to get to Laissez-faire. Just open up everything on the map, you know. Of course, enemies have become much stronger here now. I will have to come back here to meet a character known as Tomfoolery, who will help me make the king laugh. Well, one of the kings laugh in a distant land that I'm not going to say anything else about at the moment. You know, no, Pocus, Pop It, yep. That's it, yep. Kazap, that's exactly what I wanted to see. Yep, you do that. Really? Not very strong, are you? Wow. One of the 4 enemies was hit. Oh no. I was going to say. I don't get the mini demons and imps and all them enemies, because they just don't have enough MP to cast any magic. They've got like Thwack, Kamikaze, all that lot. Unless they can steal MP, I have no idea, but you know, anyway. Kiro and Boria have leveled up, have they? Oh, no. Fair enough, I won't be using them, but, you know. And there's Laissez-faire. And now if I go onto the Zoom list, I have now got Casablanca, Endor, Bath, Porftronal, Mintos, Parthenia, Palais de Leon, Havre Leon, and Laissez-faire. But no Orbu di Mondi. You do get Mammon added to it. I could go to the whole areas well, the areas around where Tornico is. So that is what's it called again? Lacanarba. And whatever the castle town is that I've already forgot the name of. But you know, anyway, ouch. That's without no defense decrease or anything. That is some damage indeed. He's a bit too strong for me at the moment, but don't stop me from killing them. Sit down, my friend. She's a crit machine, is Elena. So I'll go back in now, but heal up. And get ready to go in there. Now, oh yeah, you do. I probably did. No, I would have checked. But yeah, it's good that, you know, no matter what, Obudimondi is always going to be free to rest in. That's probably why it isn't a Zoom location, the cheeky bitches. You see, Square Enix aren't stupid. They know what they're doing. I did that last time. I always do it. I know you have to do it like that. I always forget. Anyway, bed bugs and infernal armor. I can deal with the infernal armor. That's not a problem. It's the bed bugs I have to be careful of. Don't let them bite. Because if they bite you, you're doomed. Anyway, I could try and take on both boss battles that are important, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But I mean, if I can take on the next boss battle, that will make things a lot easier. Well, it'll make things more clear of what on earth I need to do. Basically, once I do this, I have to search for the Zenithian equipment to gain access to the centre of the map. But you know, does your dialogue change? I think it does. I came here looking for the secret alchemist laboratory, but there's just no way to get further down in this cave. I've looked everywhere. All I know is that there's some switch at the bottom of a treasure chest somewhere that's supposed to uncover the way down. So there you go, that's where you're told about that. So they don't just expect you to follow a lead that, you know, doesn't make any sense. They do tell you. Anyway. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. So of course this is what you're supposed to do next, but the enemies in around that area are supposed to be strong for a reason, because you do want to go to Mammon later, as I said, but around, well, if you go to anywhere near Mammon, you're dead, even in the water, because there's some vicious stuff waiting for you. I know, yep, these bitches, but the wild beast will not be any better. Can you pack it in there? Thank you. At least a wild beast stopped. He's a beefy boy. And you can see now that it is at a point where, you know, it's getting harder now. But that was smart by Phantom. He went for the one that hadn't attacked. That's always the logistical thing to do, but when I can't actually control what's done, you know, anyway. I can use Kirill's magic because I'm not using him. Very clever. Anyway, where do I want to go next? I mean, I'm just going to go straight across, because if it is in this chest, there's no point going all the way across, but I probably will. So I do like how they update the enemies. I mean, they have to, really, but I like how you go back. As I said, everything in this game is just so clever. That's why many people say it's one of the better Dragon Quests. Just the way it's set out is amazing. Anyway. But the chest is empty. There's a switch at the bottom of the chest. Press it. There we go. Really? 2 steps away. Oh, I faced you as enemies in the mini-boss fight. You're dead, mate. Well, I mean, especially if she's going to crit again. God, she's a critting machine. She's trying to prove to me that she should be in instead of Ragnar, but it's not going to happen, I'm afraid, Lena. This is her time to shine, so, you know. So you cannot do this until you do get the key, so you have to get Elena first. But, I mean, who wouldn't follow the lead anyway? You're told what order to do it in. I mean, there's an order to everything for now, but once I've defeated the 2 bosses, as I said, it's completely up to the player what order you do it in, but there's kind of a specific order. Because you don't want to be going for the Zenithian armour after defeating the second of the bosses. Anyway, now I've got the magic key, I can open any red door. I don't really want to say what the second boss's name is, to be honest, but you know, anyway. Evek. Zoom to Harvey Leon. So I mean, obviously if you didn't do it in this order, you wouldn't get either of the keys. If you didn't get Elena and Co in your party, you wouldn't get the Thief's key. And if you don't go for Ragnar next, you don't get the magic key. But, you know, they've designed it so that you get the most important key items via getting everybody in your party. Because there'll probably be people that won't go for it, get everybody in the party. But, I mean, you have to do it. It's required. You know, let's go defeat Marquis de Leon, shall we? Big bad bitch himself. Sneak in. There he is. Come quietly, or there will be trouble. Whoosh, a wee naff like you, can they stop the mighty Ragnar McRyan? Yosh, your appearance, your dress. It's just who I was expecting it to be. The legend was right. So Ragnar McRyan finally manages to find the chosen hero. I've travelled far and wide to find your phantom. All over the world I've been. Not that news the time for me to be complaining of aching feet, mind you. Inside this room here is one of the evil monsters out to destroy the whole world. Let's break the door down together and show him what we're made of, shall we? In we get. You have no business being in here. I'll take care of things here. You get to go after the Marquis de Leon, Phantom. Hurry. I hope you're ready. This is gonna get heavy. I am the Marquis de Leon. Sorrow the Manslayer has appointed me ruler of this land. Oh, I see we have met before. You are the girls who came from my Entman Balzacnon. I regret to inform you that he is no longer here, quell the march. But your timing is perfect. The and we was becoming too much for me. Now I will show to you just how feeble you humans really are. And you will feel the anger and hatred for your goddess that she created such a worthless race. This fight's gonna be rough. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So he has about, I think, 600-ish HP or something ridiculous like that. So it'll take a few turns. Well, no, I think he has more. No, he has more than that. I'm sure he does. Yep, you do that, my friend. Yep. It took me, I think, 2 or 3 tries just because of how unlucky I was with the turns. Or what he did in the turns. Dun, 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 dun. You are nothing, Marquis de Leon. You're going down. I only saw you about 3 days ago, but still, you're going down. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, that's when the problems start. When the bitch does that. Bang. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Of course, you spam. I can't heal her. I've just got to commit and try and defeat him. Doesn't matter how many people are left after the fight. It's just about doing it at the end of the day. Really? Double sizz? Really? It's just if he uses chilly breath where we get the problem. It's too much damage. I'm not defeating the second boss because he's designed to be harder. But you know, I can at least explore the whole Zamovska area. Yeah, I think he has more. Yeah, I think he has more than 800. I think he has just over 1,000. He's a pretty tanky lion, but he is the Marquis de Leon for a reason. Why did I attack with Mayor again? I don't know. Anyway. Ah, damn it! That's not what I wanted. Ah, there he is. He's dead. Mina's missed out on a lot of bloody experience, but never mind. She'll get over it. Ooh, full plate armor, lovely. None, this is not possible. What is the meaning of this? You must be Hui. I have been blasé. You are the hero they say will defeat the Lord of the Underworld. A true hero would have already have disposed of Zaro the... Ugh. What's going on? And where am I? I have the strangest feeling that I was talking in some foreign language just now. I feel like I've just woken up from the strangest dream. I can't remember what I've been doing. That was incredible, Phantom. You really are a hero, eh? But that was just the first step to stopping the evil that's threatening our world. The fight isn't over yet. I'm going to join up with you to save the world from being destroyed. It's the least I can do, laddie. Seven down. 0 left to get. The whole party is now together. I'll be waiting for you in the wagon. Yes, you will. Anyway. Zatalos, you have defeated the Marquis. Oh la la, don't hurt. I mean, please don't hurt me. The Marquis forced me to be his Chancellor, and he forced me to speak like that. Oh, if only I wasn't such a coward, I could have helped you all. Wait, perhaps I still can. Did you know that Balzac has taken up residence in Zamovska? Well, that helped, didn't it? Yep, he's the next bitch to take on. But it's not going to be good. It's going to be hairy trying to take on Balzac. And I'm going to talk to this guy. Hehehe, you are too late. I have already done it. The secret of evolution is already in Lord Sorrow's hands. So, Sorrow the Manslayer is after the secret of evolution. He has now got it. But what is he doing with it? I wonder anyway. So this is going to be the last we see of Healy. But here we go. Hello, I'm a globetrotter called Healy. I just saw my friend Ragnar go by with a great big smile on his face. Tell him I hope his globetrotting goes well, and make sure he doesn't get squished by anyone. And tell him that I use him one. So he said he was going to transform into a human, but, you know, he kind of wouldn't stop speaking like a slime, but, you know. Dun, dun. So you've got all the different areas obviously in the Zamotka region. I'm going to just like open them all up, you know, explore around. But there's also a pirates area I can go into. There is just a random hut with an old man in it. I don't know why, but there just is. There's a lot of just different places to go through basically. But you know, oh, it'd help if I visited a church, wouldn't it? And then rested up. Never mind. Lovely. A sped up save theme. Here we go. I mean, to be honest, Mina didn't really fall behind. I mean, she's just on the same level as Phantom, really. I mean, Ragnar's going to be the lowest level now. Anyway. Let's Healy on up. Lovely. Right. Balzac, what a bitch. Defeated him once, he was easy, but this time he has got the secret of evolution on his side. Anyway, shall we change lineup? Get used to this lineup because you're going to be seeing it a lot. But you know, anyway. So he's got the cautery sword, the iron armour, the iron shield and the hardwood headwear, but he could very easily, you know, get this full plate armour on him. So he's got a lot of medicinal herbs, but you know. He just needs like the iron helm or something, but I'm in no rush. So I could go to the woman in there, but I'm not bothered. Anyway, let's try and get to Mammon quickly. This probably isn't wise. But yeah, I'll be going back here later on. But at least I've opened up its zoom thing. Let's go to the old man's hut. Well, it's been many a year since I last set eyes on a human face. You look like you're making quite a journey. I'd be careful when you're travelling around these parts, though. It's sunk deep down in the ground now, but the Lord of the Underworld's castle stood in these parts long ago. Even though it's so far underground, there's still a strange gas-like substance floating up from it. Very unpleasant indeed. Mini-medal! Oh, yes, anyway. Wow, yep. I feel the same way, my friend. Ooh-wah to you as well. Anyway. There we go, the two falcons ready for battle. Anyway, the pirate town has a very clever gimmick to it. To get the key item, the tide has to, you know, be in, which is not at night, it's at day. But you can see there, look, there's something that's soaking up the water now. I'm going to use that to get into a dungeon that will get me the liquid metal sword later on. You know, ahoy, when night falls and the tide comes in, the beach be covered in water. Yep. So these are the remains of the Viking civilization. And when the sea's rough, the wind starts to sound like people's voices. It's like hearing our ancestors calling to us from that in Davy Jones' locker. Yep, it is, isn't it? And I can't really do much until, you know. I know. Mini medal! Oh, lovely. Fishnet stockings. Ooh woo. Do 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 do. Oh, lovely, a leather hat. What am I going to do with that? Throw a party. Ahoy there, me hearty. We don't often get folk round these parts. I don't suppose you know the legend of the Sands of Time, do you? Yeah, oh, well, that would be surprising. So the Sands of Time, I'll explain myself, because I explain it in better detail. I'm not very good at explaining everything, but I'm good at explaining the Sands of Time. So, it's like the Prince of Persia one. You use it to, like, reverse time. So if you're mid-battle and, things are not going very well, you found out that trying something didn't work because an enemy did a certain move that screwed up the setup, use the Sound of Time, take you back to the beginning of the battle, and to do things differently. Wham, bam, boom, bang, bam, wham. Spam, spam. There it is. The Castaway Stone. It's totally optional to do the dungeon, but I'll be doing it anyway. We used to have a castaway stone here in our village. If you dropped it in the sea, the water around it would dry up just like that. Yep, we've got my hands on it. These are the graves of our ancestors, gentlemen of fortune they were. Oh, okay then, pirates. When the time comes in at night, the gravestones are swallowed up by water, just like Davy Jones' locker. Nothing of note. I mean, fair enough. I think you get good equipment here, though. Let's have a look. Yeah. I need to find the equipment stuff, not this rubbish. Do-do-do-do. Bum 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 bum. Me and May as well. My old man is a beer drinking scallywag. All he ever do is sleeping. That's not good. He is only sleeping, isn't he? Naughty boy. Nothing special. Well. Oh, I want another minute. My husband's a trader and he knows all there is to know about items. Yeah, well, I don't need musks, or black musks, or white musks, whatever type of musk you can get in this bloody game. Anyway. It is Zamopska. He should now be on a thing. Not yet. Let me, scooty on over to here. So yeah, the first areas you go to once you get the ship, obviously areas you've already been to, because they just want to knock these out of the way for now. But anyway, I should have unlocked a zoom location here. Thank you. So now I'm going to rest up, and I've got close to 10. Actually, no, I'm not needing to rest up, but I've got a bit of time to just explore the island. It's going to be some very deadly enemies, so do be wary of any possible deaths. Hoodoo Guru is too stunned to move. Good. Bam, 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 bam. There's a tanky one. Elena's level went up. So, Ragnar isn't that far behind. I said he'd get... Well, I thought he was level 30 and he got to, but it was even higher than that. Anyway, until recent we have here monster in our village, but then young girl come here and she fight monster away. I never see nothing like it before. She is so very strong. I mind no man in marrying such a strong woman. Soon will be born a baby. I hope this will make village more lively place. It will do. She's the only female, so she needs to technically have a girl. And that's thanks to the monsters. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it's food dogs. They're gonna do nothing because they're food dogs. So you get really strong enemies, but you get, I guess, this isn't near Zamoxka, is it? So they're not actually bothered about what you get. I know I'm actually coming close to the town that I will be doing a side quest for. I don't know if you do it yet or not. Well, I think you could talk to the frog and then boom, I can set it off. There's 4 or 5 different steps to it, but you get a hint of where to go each time, but you know. Anyway, that should unlock that as a zoom location. Yep, Tabarov. Oh, damn it. That's Tabarov. So you don't get one for that, which is fair enough. I mean, I need to go back to Ragnar's continent as well, but I won't be going there until after the Balzac stuff, because the enemies are pretty strong. But you know. Anyway, Hoodoo Gurus, yep. Bam, bum, 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 bum. You do that, mate, you do that. Sit there. So it's just a normal town now, but you know. Oh, whack. Oh, lovely. Yep. Cheers for that one. That's fantastic, that is. Yeah, get critical here. That's all you deserve for being a douchebag. I mean, I only wanted to make it to the village, man. Only died because of whack. Anyway, here he is. Howdy, yo, it's been a while, ain't it? It's me, Hank Hoffman Jr., remember? I done finished my apprenticeship with old Wilton, and now I'm setting up by myself. I figured I might as well follow in the old coot's footsteps and set me home a boomtown like dear old Mintos. But I can't very well just make a town out in this here wilderness all on my lonesome now, can I? Which is why I thought I might ask you to globe-trotting varmints a little favour. Can y'all get out there and find some folks with itchy feet and tell them about the newest town in town? I seem to recall hearing about someone who was just itching for a new life hanging around in the church down there in little old laissez-faire. If we can get us together a sizable crowd on this here prairie, we'll be able to build up a mighty fine metropolis in no time flat. See, at the laissez-faire church. I can start doing that, but I'll defeat Balzac first in the beginning of the next episode. Anyway, that should create a zoom location there. Yep, it's called Hoffman's Place for now, but it will change. It'll be called Phantom Town. Yeah, boy. And now I'm gonna have to find the church in Zamoxka. Where is the church? Or is it literally just inside? I think it's just inside, isn't it? In the middle. No. Yes. It's not what I meant to do. Resurrection, yes. Bang. Boom. Voila. I have to waste 410 gold bloody coins because some idiots wanted to use whack. Anyway, that will mark the end of this episode of my playthrough of Dragon Quest IV Chapters of the Chosen. So, thank you for watching this episode of my playthrough of Dragon Quest IV. And in the next episode, once I've grinded up a few levels, probably got at least Phantom to level 20, Ragnar to probably 18 or 19 by that point, I will give Balzac a go, but he is a bitch to defeat. He is difficult, but as I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow as well for the third bonus dungeon of World of Final Fantasy.